Okay, ladies, I'm sure many of us have experienced a time when we hit a low point in our lives and the very people that we thought would be there to support us turned out to be the same individuals who gloated in our misfortune. Well, an article in usnews.com says, even when there is not a tangible benefit to the observer or some greater social justice served, other people's misfortunes are pleasurable in part because they make people feel better about themselves. Wow. So what are our thoughts on this? And why does it seem as though people are obsessed with watching someone else fail or, versus when they fail in life?
Because usually their life is messed up.
That's that part, yeah.
And if their life is messed up, misery loves company. Mm-hmm. So they're sitting up there happy to see somebody else, especially somebody that's supposedly have means. It's like, if you're rich and you got it all together, and that's why you see on social media how they tend to pile on. Mm-hmm. And I really don't like that, especially they do it on Twitter a lot. Like one person makes a mistake, everybody starts piling on.
Yeah, and it's the one negative comment they find that they can roll with. I feel like in real life, I tell this to my girlfriends all the time. Stop telling everyone your business, especially when you're going through hard times. Stop calling people and being on the phone, harping on it for hours and hours and hours. Because I'm sorry to break it to you, your misery is their entertainment at this point.
Yeah.
They're now calling, going, what was she wearing? What was going on? Well, have you seen the latest Instagram? He looks cute, and they are harping and living their lives off of your real life drama. Yeah. And they're thinking your life is a soap opera. Mm-hmm. Be careful with who you tell your hard times to and recognize that at some point you got to cut that off because literally your sadness is becoming their soap opera that they tune into on a weekly basis.
And sadness don't last all the time.
That's true.
It don't last long. No. So you ain't got to tell everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Tell it to somebody you trust.
Someone that actually cares. And I'm sorry to tell you, but if somebody actually cares about you, at some point they're going to tell you, sweetie, let's stop talking about this.
Yep. Yeah. All right, let's get out of this negative energy.
Recognize who loves hearing the bad things that have happened to you.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. Okay, up next, I came across an article on thriveglobal.com which states, we shouldn't treat our loved ones less kindly than we do with strangers. Woo. However, this is what we do often. So ladies, what's your take on this, and why do you think we tend to be nicer to strangers who we'll never see again other than our loved ones?
Because they don't love us unconditionally and they're not going to put up with it? Because you don't know if they're about to turn around and slap you? Punch you in your face?
No, I mean, for me, I think there's no history there. Yeah, they haven't nagged you, they haven't said anything that annoyed you. You haven't spent a lot of time with them, so sometimes it's easier to be nice and keep it moving than your family who you know will call you out on stuff.
Absolutely. That's true. I think it's easier to put your best face forward for that person. Yeah. And also when you want to, create this facade, or not facade like you're fake, but you want to give them your best so that you started off on a good track. Whether or not you can keep it consistent is where the real colors come out. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's when people, really show their true selves. But I do think it's bad that we take it harder out on our family.
It's so bad.
We all do it, and they do it to us.
Yeah, I just don't think we have the emotional depth with strangers to even have those feelings. Like I always tell them, I'm hardest on my mom, my best friend, and my husband. And I think the reason for that is I don't have that emotional connection with a stranger to get that mad with them about it. Yeah. Like I don't care.
Exactly.
Even if a stranger does something to me that's rude, I'm like, whatever. I don't care about you enough to be angry.
Yes.
Like
it's wasted energy.
Yes, but the people you get the angriest with are the people you love the deepest because you have that emotional connection to them.
The best example I could give is if we have a guest host. You know what I mean? A guest host, I know they're not going to be here. So I'm going to sit up there, put up with them.
You're not going to call them a heifer. This is real.
I ain't going to call them no heifer, nothing like that,
Right.
But y'all three, have at it all day long. Yeah.
We put up with
that's
it.
love.
But you also know that there's love there and there's sisterhood there and there's, that we're not going to turn on you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I show my husband my worst parts because I know he loves me unconditionally. And that the next day will be better. Do you ever feel like that? Do you ever take things out on Jeezy that he doesn't deserve?
Absolutely, all the time. And I think sometimes he can do that too, where not take things out on me, but just be too direct or too blunt. And I'm like, I'm still your wife, and I still like I have a crush on you. You need to be gentle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love you
and
so
that'll
much.
remind.
You.
Yeah, it'll remind him. Like,
men are
My
like
kids
that.
will call me out on it. They'll be like, Mom, don't take it out on us.
Yep.
Oh, I love that.
Yep.
They can team up on you.
Yeah, they can.
I love that. Yeah.
Geez.
Yeah. If it gets too much, then tell people, hey, hey.
Yeah.
Calm
But
down.
let's be nice to all of us,
should.
our
It's hard.
family and our friends.
It's hard.
They're not
Mommy's
our
doing it.
punching bag.